the North American squad.
Yeah, they're doing. They did a lot of work on Nuke. It did look like it was really hard for them to stay in the game. So we'll see if anything will be different. We've got 2 sets of dualies in play on the CT side. Always exciting. A lot of pistols. And everyone grouping up in those A hallways on the T side. So it's going to be super explosive. DJ will probably be, I guess, the first point of contact. Kind of hard for him to hold.
Yeah, even if he comes up with 1, he'll be doing a good job. And if he manages to stay alive, it's a shame we won't see the dually setup actually accomplish anything in Cave. But either way, GODSENT, they're feeling this out, and it looks like they want to run a quick hit right out the gates. Nades are there for the back of sight. Ben Leeds looking for some spam through the smoke. There's that first point of contact in DJ, but oh no, there's a team flash. He's forced off of the angle and can't find anything just yet.
Almost getting the shot. Yeah, shooting him in the back. That could have worked out, but Pwn alone showing up, and it's back into a 3-on-3. Jonji eventually goes down. Dualies are still in play. No bomb plant yet. A lot of confusion in this round. You're right, that team flash did make things a bit awkward. Now they've punched a hole through, and they're going to be running to the B bomb site. This
is smart.
It's a very exotic game that we're witnessing here already, and catching DJ. Oh, God.
Oh, man. This is a really cool mid-round from GODSENT for a pistol round. To just push through, recognizing the opening. And now Peter, it's him against the world, and Henny makes it very quick.
It's the classic split through A to B play that we all know.
Yeah. Around the world, but through the world, actually. Yeah. Through the Earth's core, actually. So, cool little adjustment from GODSENT to recognize the openings. That usually means that there's some good communication going on, and despite the fact that they're heavily favored in this matchup, Party Astronauts, the big underdogs, they're keeping things composed and making sure that they're finding the right avenue for success.
Force. Double max 7. Oh man. So what? Double max 7, double deagle, and an MP9.
Party Astronauts have made similar buys work in the past. Maybe they are using these buys a little more frequently than other teams, given their economic state. But we'll see if they're able to find anything. GODSENT are just propping themselves up in a pretty standard default. It's a little disconnected. There's a couple vulnerabilities in this, as in Barton being all by himself at A, and Taco sort of prodding that Tetris front cave area by himself. But now he has company.
DJ could make one hell of a highlight reel if he sticks around and they actually come from. Ooh, but he loses just a bit of patience there. Would have been fun if he could have stuck around in that slightly off corner. It's under 40 seconds though.
And GODSENT are considering the reroute. In fact, they're throwing a fake towards B, and they're making their way through Donut. It is pulling a rotation in Pwn alone. Oh no, that was probably one of the only opportunities. And now Bentley, he's the only one there. Pwn alone, he's trying to get back into the bomb site, but Taco is already right there. And this is a round for GODSENT.
Yeah,
all through.
Yeah. That's everything you want when you're sort of feeling that out. Just show themselves in cave, follow up with some grenades a little bit later. It probably feels on the CT side like, yeah, this is the execute. They're coming. There's also, when there's not that much time left on the clock, you're just so incentivized to overreact to stuff that's happening when you're on the CT side. You think, oh, this is it. They got to be all in here.
There's got to be something said about the ancient games we've seen so far at ESL Pro League, where the amount of times that a team can fake out B with having cave control, throw some nades towards B, and then just immediately jump down through middle, run through donut to A. It's happened more than a couple times now, and that seems to be a play that's common in a lot of playbooks. It does seem to be a pretty effective fake. We saw Liquid do it earlier today, in fact.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think you could, if you took a little ruler out and measured the distance between that outside of cave area and through donut into the A-bomb side and try to match it up versus a similar flight path from, let's say, top banana to quad corner on an Inferno, that is such a longer road to
right. Yeah.
Like so that just makes it very, very different.
In a lot of ways, Ancient feels like a map that's condensed. It's very small. That's why teams are pretty comfortable not doing too much on the T side for first 45 to a minute in the round, because it doesn't take very long to reclaim that space, and it also allows for a lot of rotations. If you have the front of Cave, if you have lane, it means that you can do a lot very quickly, and GODSENT recognized that.
Flash setting up, double peek coming out. Ooh, but that flashbang doesn't go quite deep enough, and Lado could see everything. He's going to be happy to get both those kills.
Yeah, just a little high, a little off the mark. But GODSENT are pressuring A right now, and there is a player here. Nice dink found, but that's it. Nothing to get too worked up over in this one. DJ still has Mag 7. Not the fight for a Mag 7.
No, not really. Yeah, he's kind of locked in. Assume eventually they're gonna find a way. They might be bored, so just have to go look for him. Get too close, maybe. No, Taco jumping around the corner did take a lot of damage for it. So a nice 3-0 lead for GODSENT here to start off the second map with.
And that'll lead us to the first gun round for Party Astronauts. PTR will be equipping the AWP. It seems like the rest of the players will have strong weaponry on top of that.
Would you say to be a party astronaut, is it enough that you're an astronaut and you just party down on Earth, or do you have to go into space to fulfill that?
But what else does an astronaut do when he's on Earth other than party? His job's in space, so anytime back on Earth, he should be just letting loose.
Living it up.
Yeah, live it up. I mean, it's probably one of the best things to open a date with, that I am an astronaut.
That's gotta sell pretty well.
Just an ultimate pickup line right there.
So you're making a case that all astronauts are party astronauts, basically.
It's by the nature of the job.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Nicely done, Jonji. Following it up, smoke there as well. Will provide a lot more space. They lose Pwn alone in the meantime. Still a 4-on-3, and a little bit of damage been taken. Barton goes down next, so pretty good hold right now on the CT side. You love to see that. Jumping over, though, that is devastating, and Peter unable to get it. Oh, they've lost track of where the T's are. Henny snuck into the backline there, taking down DJ. That's super unfortunate. 45-second now. They control the bomb, but they're also kind of boxed in here. It's not a super comfortable position. They have a Molotov, they have an HE. They could actually do a lot of damage if they find some of those nades.
Oh, that's a nice smoke. Good timing from Ben Leet there. That'll slow GODSENT down. 30 seconds remain. But like you said, they do have a molly. In the final plan that GODSENT put together in this round, they definitely are going to be using that. Would expect it to go towards the right side. Sail it on over where Henny's aiming right now. Yep, right there. And now you've segmented these players. You can push on forward. Forces the hand of Ben Leet, but he actually comes up with 2.
Jonji is so happy that it worked out that way. I bet he did not want to swing with that low health. No. All right, first round on the board.
You can see some of the mechanics from Jonji right there. That little jiggle double dink, it's pretty nice. The second kill especially.
Yeah.
That's swift. Yeah, that's swift. It's not too bad. So, Party Astronauts get around on the board very early on, but they got to keep it up. Ancient is all about keeping that CT pressure on, that momentum.
Yeah, especially when you're just getting your economy started. So, is it going to be a bit quicker this time? It looked like they wanted to. The flash not really working out. Pizza, the second one, maybe a little bit there, but he's still able to get the kills. No problem. 2-on-3 now. Henny working the other side of the map. And at least they haven't lost the bomb this time, so they could do something.
Why does Taco have a Glock? Wait, all he has is a Glock. What? Okay, all right. There was a gun down. That was weird. But either way, Henny's on the bomb site right now. This is an interesting position. Oh, and that's a swift shot. Ben Leet taken down. Jonji, he's quick here on long, though. Oh, he just made a step, though. Henny heard that. Now he's keyed in onto the angle, and Henny, he just wants to keep on pushing forward. But his teammate's molly forces him off.
Yeah, he would have kept going, I think. He wanted to hunt it down. Jumping back around that totem pole. Oh, what a flick. And he's starting to get warmed up. Triple in the round for him so far. The PTR on his own. FAMAS in hand. He sees the gun barrel, but it doesn't matter. Henny will take him down. Quad kill. That's the kind of confidence you win if that can happen more
Yes.
in the future. That's gonna make a difference with GODSENT for sure.
Yeah, that's the Henny that you really have to be afraid of if you're looking at GODSENT like an underdog, say a month from now. Because this team is still getting warmed up. They clearly don't have all their plays set. Even in that post-game interview, Taco even said to Heku that Henny just has to play the roles Phelps does. And you couldn't have picked a player that's more diametrically opposed in terms of play style. Like Henny is, generally speaking, he can be a flashy upper, but he's actually a more passive one in a lot of rounds. And for him to have to play what is essentially the aggro pressure lurker role that Phelps filled, that's not in his nature. That's going to lead to some rough patches early on, some growing pains.
Yeah, we've seen that already, but when he's in the zone, it does look really, really cool. He's 11-1 right now, so he's doing most of the lifting on the GODSENT side. Even worse, though, for Party Astronauts. Talking about that economy, we were just saying that's what they need to keep going. Nice flash to try and retake middle and Taco. That's too much to handle, even with the AK in hand, so no one's picked it up yet for the CT side. A little bit of a shame, but they managed to do some damage at the very least. They've lost the B bomb side, though, and it should probably be a bomb plant here.
Yeah. Lado clearing up that long side, already getting into the back lanes. Oh, it's pretty low, though. Okay, Jonji finds the return, but not too much to work with if you're Party Astronauts. Henny, once again, around default. Just saw him succeed in this position. This time, though, Jonji finds the kill. Dumao still in a very advantageous position. Now that he's given it up, there's a smoke on the bomb, but no, GODSENT, they've got it under wraps.
Especially without the kit. It's just so tricky to get that 10-second defuse. But this was kind of a sloppy round coming out from GODSENT. Probably could have handled this a lot better.
It does feel like they're disrespecting their opponents in some ways. The way that Barton just ran out of A main and looked for a spray fight into the bomb site. That's definitely not how they drilled that sort of play. It does feel like they're just taking some individual liberties and maybe just trying to stat pad here and there, which it can get you into trouble if you're GODSENT, but at this point, they've already got 5 rounds on the T side. They've been convincing in the rounds that they have been trying in, so they probably can turn it up at any given point. But it's about staying focused here and making sure these rounds stay clean.
And who can blame a Counter-Strike player for wanting to pad their stats a little bit?
Right. It's all people talk about, as a matter of fact.
We've all fallen into that trap. Dude.
Yeah. More kills equals better player. That's generally the general sentiment in the community.
Yeah. The worst takeaway.
There's very few exceptions to that.
PTR's got the right idea. Barton, he bait out the shot. Oh, okay, that looked like that could have actually connected. Not a bad speed behind that flick. Mid control, though, solidly in favor of GODSENT right now, so they could do a lot with it. Yeah, setting up, waiting for it. Ooh, that is some close timing, but it's actually going to be PTR to pick up the kill on Dumao instead. That's interesting. Taco going down, and that drops the bomb. Great work.
The donut holes between PTR and Jonji have both been strong. Ponalone chimes in. And, wow, okay. 5 alive. Not even a single point of damage inflicted. That's a very clean round for Party Astronauts.
Well done. 5-2. The fact that they don't lose anyone and don't even take a single point of damage, and it almost feels like at the end that last swing against Henny, because he's been playing that corner the whole time. He's basically been hanging out here. They're like, yeah, let's go find Henny outside of the B-bomb side. Yeah,
that's actually exactly what Taco was talking about. Taking up Phelps' role, that is exactly where Phelps was a lot of the time for this team. Frequently the man that had to take over Cave. It's just, well, this time he's all the way towards A main. They swap things up. I actually like that sort of calling on the fly from Taco. It just, you do want to put some pressure on Cave, and if Henny's the one tasked with it, it might take a little bit longer than some other players would. It's not in his nature to do it as quickly. Okay, they got a flash. Looks like they want to burst through this.
Ooh, counter grenade right on top. Man, that does a lot of damage. Flashbang at least lets them out for a minute. Jonji's sticking around out there. Molotov will force him back, and yeah, I don't know about this. That push from Ben lead makes a lot more sense if Jonji can still stick around on the other side. He's kind of close by, so maybe it's still doable. They've got DJ and Ben lead and Ponalone in the middle. They actually have a pretty good setup for defending this B bomb side, or even better, maybe going for a quick flank while the hit is coming.
Yeah, the retake potential is very strong with what Party Astronauts are doing. See if the site hold is enough, though. DJ tucked in the pocket. Ben Lee on the long side. And, okay, Jonji, that might have been a little bit early on the swing. Doesn't really change what's going on.
Look at the time.
Yeah, wait a second. They need to go, GODSENT. They still have smokes, but they got to go right now.
They're a little bit late on it. Yeah, this could be a disaster. DJ back here. That smoke probably revealing that someone's surely there because they threw a Molotov. No, they don't even check it. Oh no, 10 seconds. Ponalone going to pick up a kill. The bomb is being planted right now, but it's a 3-on-3. And defense may be looking a little bit better than maybe you would have thought at first here. GODSENT not allowing themselves very much time to do much of anything. Ponalone and PTR. Double AWP retake. What is going on? They just face straight up in PTR. It's a quad calling it. Quad kill at the end.
Oh, man, what? Oh, man, Peter just takes down everybody, including his teammate. All right. That was an interesting attempt at a solution for getting that default player out. I'm a little bit confused by GODSENT's thought process there. Want to just go for the jump wide swing, but either way, they left themselves so little time in this round. I'm shocked that that's their option, and Henny goes for the swing, and it's almost like he wanted to get Dumao out of default, but it could have been a double swing, but either way, that's not an easy retake with a double op setup. And
yeah.
Okay, wait a second. Taco just killed Jonji at the top of mid in a split second.
Boom, yeah, instantly. Oh, trying to see if they get out. Missed opportunity. If they get the bomb down really quickly, they're controlling Donut. They can get there and get the bomb down without Ponalone being able to stop them. That's going to be really frustrating. DJ, though, is pushing T-spawn and can wrap around, which that might provide a great opening to begin the retake with, although he's already been spotted. Henny goes down either way. Smoke is on Taco. He's walking through middle. He could go for a secondary flank, so who knows how this is going to turn out.
Oh, the timing is perfect from Taco there, right when Ponalone turned away. And Lato on the site gets 2 1-digs, and that's it. GODSENT steal a round away. Nice pop onto A, and extra insurance provided by Taco. This felt like it got out of hand very quickly for Party Astronauts. Taco swings out, and okay, good support flashes from Dumao. That made that a free fight.
Yeah, so well done. Boom, boom.
Oh, man.
That is hard to deal with. 6-3. Money has been disrupted again on the side of the Astronauts.
Yeah, half buy comes out for him. Ponalone with the Mag 7. And they're playing a double cave setup. Lato seems to be the one tasked with the A responsibilities this time around. But GODSENT, they just go for a more passive default. They know what kind of buy they're up against, and they just want to take their time with this, not overstep, not put themselves in a bad situation where a kill is untradeable. You can even see that at A main this time, they double up.
Be great for Ponalone if someone wanted to get close on that cave. It's one of the few positions on this map where the Mag 7 could do some real damage.
Yeah.
And he's still outside of the B-bomb side, though. GODSENT, I mean, we've already seen they don't mind waiting until 20 seconds, so they're not even under pressure yet.
No, they're definitely at home with this setup so far. They haven't really expressed intent in either direction, although they still have Barton posted up at A main, so probably indicates a late A split, and Taco already taking Donut. Yeah, it does seem like A will be the objective in this one.
Yeah, setting up for it. 3 men here. Taco, though, yeah, this is just a perfect opening on all 3 players. Not much that they could have done. Again, leaving it kind of low on the clock. Okay, that's something at least. Always satisfying with the Mag 7 kills.
That actually changes the outlook of next round. I mean, Ponalone could justify a double op now. He even has armor already, so it wouldn't even be a glass cannon. So that's a great pickup for him in terms of the frag and the gun, because he can pass that on to DJ, who already has armor too. It's the little things like that, little victories for party astronauts. If you were a party astronaut, what would you do when you touch down?
Oh, you've been spending all time on space with the same 5 people for like months and months and months.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like this is gonna be the most boring. I feel like it'd be so scary to be around like too many people, but I'm also like a super introvert, so maybe like I'd be like I'd scale slowly into it, you know.
Yeah, you gotta reacquaint yourself.
Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is I'd go from being around very few people to even fewer people.
One dystrophied muscle at a time. Get yourself back into things.
Oh, that's I don't know. Some people have that as a childhood dream. That's never something that I've really thought about.
I've kind of liked the idea, but once you learn more of the reality of it, it becomes kind of frightening.
Nearly as sexy, no. Jonji, nice push out. DJ on the follow-up. Okay.
All right.
Some aggression to take some of the map control away from GODSENT here. That's a nice working algorithm for them at the moment.
Gotta like that opener from Party Astronauts. No space for GODSENT at all now. They're just trapped behind a smoke and basically in their own spawn. And that is another smoke. Taco considers it. They're just gonna wear the clock down. They might even just save, actually.
Yeah, I don't. There's no better plan, is there?
No.
I guess, again, we talked about how they sort of looked a little bit like they were maybe disrespecting Party Astronauts a little bit. So if you really feel like, all right, you know what? Let's just do it. I guess that's the only way if you were in that mentality that you think, you know what, we can definitely beat them up. But realistically, they should try and save these.
Okay, this is a question. I'm going to modify a question that in our downtime, Alex Machine Richardson posed to both of us, which was that, would you stay... He said, would you stay in the International Space Station for 3 months? And we all kind of came to the conclusion, yeah, we probably would. But I'm going to up the ante. Would you do it for 9 months?
9 months.
It's a long time to be up there in space. And you're with, let's say you're with 5 other people.
That part wouldn't bother me. I would. Okay. I could think I could stay there for 9 months alone. I know people always bring this up as like, oh, but you'd go crazy. I don't think I would. I think I'd be fine on that front. But 9 months. The thing is, because it's such a unique thing, it's so hard to say no to, right? You feel like you feel like you probably would have to say, yeah, you know what? Actually, that's it.
How long would it have to be for you to say no then? 2 years?
Yeah, I think at that point you're missing a lot of life.
There's some Earth FOMO that you're getting. Yeah.
And also everyone you know, it just might be too much at that point in time.
Right. You're gonna miss a couple of your kids' birthdays. You're gonna miss out on developing and maintaining relationships in your life. You're gonna miss a lot of Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
No one wants that.
Even worse.
Yeah, even worse.
I guess you could get updates.
Players might start retiring and you'll be like, I didn't even get to watch you as much as I wanted. Imagine you go to space for 2 years and you come back and Simple's retired. Oh. That would be the worst. You just missed everything.
Yeah, unacceptable.
That's not okay. It's not okay. And let's say he won 2 more majors as you're up there.
Yeah.
Imagine missing that. No
one could. Yeah, so at a minimum you'd need like, I don't know what kind of internet they get.
Yeah.
There surely must be some way to relay messages. So
right,
you know?
like in Interstellar, the late messages that you get.
I'll go to space, but only if I can stream Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway.
With the stream open, I'll do it.
12th round. Okay, they're trying to go back to what worked before with the aggression, and they get traded pretty effectively this time. Even when Flash, Lado able to pick up the kill on Ben Lead. Oh,
wow.
That's a nice headshot. A lot of confidence on Lado again. DJ, yeah, not sure, but wanted to put that out before he got into trouble. 3 versus 2, but they're bringing the bomb back. They're saying, all right, leave Lado in that bomb site, go back and see if you can defeat Peter over on that side.
Taco does like a lot of the mid-rounds to end up at A. When you put so much pressure at B, it does get the CTs out of position. And, oh, Taco Oh, this is a tough clear for Taco, and it's not going to happen. Peter makes it a 2-on-2, and Lado, he's also going through CT, but Henny, this should be a freebie for him. Finds DJ. They know Peter's position at this point, which is why Lado slowed down. And Peter, he has a feeling he knows where Lado is, because Lado got a couple of kills on that B side earlier. So there's not a lot of options for Peter. He doesn't even have a smoke. He has to just win the fight outright.
Tanked up a bit. Yeah, with the smoke, it would have made a huge difference. He could have definitely gone for it and just hoped that they were going to miss the shot with the AWP, but instead he has to make a run for it. 8 rounds on the side of GODSENT. On the T side as well of Ancient is hard to imagine that they're not going to be able to win this map now.
That's more than enough.
It has to be, right?
Yeah. It feels like for Ancient nowadays, if you get 6, you're quite satisfied, given that it's probably your map pick and you have a 6 CT side. 8 is definitely where GODSENT want to be. Although, when they played against Liquid, they didn't get a single CT round. They lost out once they switched over to the defense.
That is true.
So they probably have a few things they need to iron out.
So that's super unusual, so I don't expect to see a replay of that, but you're right, that is worth pointing out. What if you had to go live underwater instead, like deep? I feel like that's even scarier. I thought somehow that feels way more claustrophobic to me, yeah.
The thing is with underwater, it does feel like you have a lot of cool stuff to explore. If you have the tools to explore, those deep sea critters are pretty freaky in a cool way.
That's true. Okay, so there could be something there, a little bit of an upside.
Whereas in space, you basically get the shock value of, all right, that's planet Earth from a distance, and after that, what are you even doing? You're just floating through and repairing a space station that keeps on breaking and keeps getting pelted by just little debris that's just floating in our atmosphere.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna want me to repair this.
No spacewalks for you?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay.
Spend your time looking for aliens, obviously, Maui. That's
just sending out signals, hoping for a return.
Of course, yeah. Oh, Dimao, good angle here. And Peter, there's not much he can do. He has to keep that AWP up. He can't really, if he commits to it and throws it away, then it's probably even worse. So they're trying to hunt him down. Nice little flick up, catching parts and jumping. But it's 9-4 in favor of GODSENT. They are doing all of the work right now.
Yep. It would be cool to see a lot of this stuff. I would want to, if my journey involved going to the moon, I'd be very interested.
Okay.
Even if it's 9 months, I would be incredibly interested.
More than space, the moon specifically.
Yes.
And I'm assuming you mean our moon.
Yes, absolutely our moon. Yes. It'd be cool to visit Titan too, but I think it takes years to get there with current technology.
Oh, Titan's definitely not the one. Io is the one.
Oh, Io.
It's got like rounded, I don't know if year makes sense, but basically volcanic eruptions all over the surface.
Oh man, you want to visit that?
Yeah. Because the moon is getting pulled between 2 different planetary objects, so that the gravitational keeps like its insides liquid.
Oh, it's just so unstable.
Awesome. Very cool. Anyway, it's a 4-on-5. They've made another opening this time, taking down DJ Botson, swinging for it. Ben Lead coming in. That is actually a big double kill, and it could have saved him if there had been any space for his teammates to help him out. But he was kind of fighting that on his own. You see both these other positions just smoked off from the outset, so anyone, alone, he couldn't even have pushed forward to help him out. He just had to basically let him be on his own. Bomb is planted, and they've actually managed to swing it back into a 2-on-3. Henny looking for a lot of damage, but they're running him down. Jonji able to beat him to the punch. Now it's Dumao getting the 1 and then getting straight traded from Pwn alone. It's another round finally for Party Astronauts. It's been far and few between. The most they've had is 2 consecutive rounds. Otherwise, it's been stretched out throughout this first half. So they need desperately this 6th round. They need to win the pistol on the second half. They need so much work to get back in this game.
Absolutely, but shout out Benjamin Lee. Excellent side hold, made that all possible, and Pwn alone on top of that. 2 late round frags. Keeping that op alive, which Peter's been doing, is actually paid off for them. And this retake, it all starts with Pwn alone finding that kill through the smoke, or as the smoke is fading, and really, honestly, nice job from Party Astronauts. This is how a typical Ancient round should look, but yeah, Yeah, GODSENT's just done such a good job at manipulating the defense, and oftentimes they're winning opening duels like that.
And now, this defense, speaking of manipulation, is completely in disarray. They're kind of making their way back. I think they've realized, yeah, Taco is kind of playing on his own out there, which in itself, that is a bit of a switch up, because normally that would have been Henny out there. So I'm actually a little bit impressed that Party Astronauts are reacting really well to that Taco aggression. They've got a good read. They understand that, yep, this is going to be an A attack. Jonji, not able to connect through the smoke on anyone there. Dumao is real close. Opponent alone, yeah, he gets the leg shot, but they double up. Jonji comes in and drops them both in return. 2 versus 3, over a minute left for GODSENT to find a way to get back into this round.
Nice lineup for Jonji there. A little surprising GODSENT never were able to plant the bomb. But they have a lot of options available. But the only problem is they have no info to speak of. They have no idea where any of the astronauts are. They are out there with no signal.
Yeah, that's always a bit concerning. A lot of noise being made by Lado running up into the bomb site. So DJ has a very good idea what's coming, but ooh, yeah, doesn't see. Knife out, just had no idea. And that's the bomb on the ground. Taco winning that one fight in the middle against PTR, but only 22 seconds. It shouldn't be doable, and it won't be. 9-6 at the end. At the very least, Party Astronauts get a little bit towards the end of the half. We'll see if they can continue and do some more in the second half. It's coming up after the break.
Hey Future Pros! Taking mid as a T can open so many options while playing Ancient. Throwing mid smokes from spawn is quick, but also means you could be locked out if the CT's utility is on point. So these mid smokes I'll show you will be great for a slightly delayed mid take. For this mini execute you'll need 2 Future Pros, 2 smokes, and possibly a molly to be safe. Future Pro number 1. You'll be throwing the top mid smoke. To throw the smoke, position yourself so this wall meets the edge of this highlighted brick while crouched. Aim just below this dark spot on the edge of the shadow. Then jump throw the smoke. Not too hard, right? Future Pro number 2. You'll be throwing the donut, Lara, cube, whatever you want to call it, smoke. To throw this, stand against the wall in the middle of this window frame. Find this gap in the trees and aim just to the left of the center of the opening. Then simply throw the smoke. Just like that, mid-doorway and donut will be blocked. A note for these nades, it helps greatly if you have a fellow T somewhat holding the B lane so you can't be peeked from the ledge area. Also, if you don't have early info on the cutout position, lob a basic molly in there as a sneaky CT could really ruin your day.
Your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies. Trust your
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Party Astronauts versus GODSENT. We're on the second map, second half, and it's Ancient with a really, really good lead for GODSENT. 9-6 might not seem like a lot, but given the structure of this map, it probably is. So, party might be coming to an end, but we might be reaching that point in time when they turn on the lights in the club, and you have like that moment of existential dread. You realize, what am I doing in this basement with these weird people? That's,
You know, that is surprisingly relatable for me.
yeah.
I've been there a multitude of times.
Never a good feeling, is it? Here we go. Right into the B bomb site. A lot of speed behind this. I love it. Jonji quick with the bomb plant. They're going to try and see if they could maybe just brute force this problem. And it's a pistol round, so why not? Covering the flank is Benleet. Taco, he's been slowed down. The rest of GODSENT are going to have to make an opening for Taco and actually draw some people away. Otherwise, he might not be able to make it through. Oh, Benleet, he really wants... Don't get too curious. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Hard cleared. That was the Battle of the Mines, but Barton on the site, Battle of the Brawn. 3 kills for Barton in the span of just a couple seconds. Now it's suddenly a 3-on-1. Benleet with that USP can't find anything more. Barton, wow, out of nowhere. And in the blink of an eye, he takes everybody down on that bomb site.
That was incredible for Ben. And
Yeah.
that actually is a really, really good. And then it just blows up behind him. All of his teammates get wiped out. That is so unfortunate. 10-6. They desperately needed that. They got onto the bomb site in a really great way. Everything was lined up nicely for them.
Yeah, that was that was looking pretty good for Party Astronauts. It's just that Barton, anybody who tested him felt his wrath. That was incredibly swift shooting. And again, Barton just kind of has these moments, and we keep liking those moments a lot, Anders. The ones where it just feels like he's got to come up with something incredibly quickly for GODSENT, whether it's in a defensive position or even an aggressive one like that. Like his mechanics, his aim is incredibly fast.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's that impacted by the stress of some of these situations, which is a really common way for a player to drop in performance, is when you throw him into these high tense, high pressure situation. It doesn't seem like he's really being affected by it.
Yeah.
Any nice triple. He's down to 11 health, but pretty much clearing that out. The bomb committed to the B bomb site on top of it. And Benleet sneaking around with a not so sneaky weapon. Not subtle at all, in fact.
No, he got spotted out by Barton. Just wanted to get the round over with. There's a case for trying to play every round out and extend it, but there's also a case for just getting to the next one so your teammates can get back in the action. Especially when you're the in-game leader, you're usually just thinking about how do we win, and you're not going to win if you're Ben in that situation under any circumstance.
Speaking of living under the ocean or in the ocean, have you ever seen this movie called The Sphere?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's a movie for you to watch then.
Okay.
That movie had that's a good movie. You'd enjoy it. Jonji pushing through. Nice surprise for Taco, taking him down. Clears a little bit of an opening, perhaps. Dumao, though, is quickly back towards Donut, and they're getting picked apart. They wanted to get that bomb plant, but Dumao was there at the right time to stop that from happening, and 12-6. Starting to look really, really grim at the moment. Doubling the round score. They're 4 rounds away from taking the series. Yeah, GODSENT, they've looked so confident in this game right now.
Yeah, there's not too much to be happy about in terms of where Party Astronauts are in this game. It's not... The rounds that they won, they tried to repeat that success. So I do like that they had that approach, but GODSENT always found an answer, whether that was, say, a lane push, but okay, wait a second. Wow, this is interesting. Jonji just snuck past Dumao, and he's made his way into Donut. Dumao, he seems to sense that this is possible. He is checking, actually. Ooh. But he might not know that Jonji got this far. There's no way he knew, because Barton would have known by then. Although he'll find the return, Jonji gets another in CT spawn.
Yeah, while he was basically getting shot in the back, he still managed to pick that up, so that is definitely worth it. Nice swing for Benleet. That actually looked so good. AK to drop him, and Lado and Taco 2 versus 4 now. And looks like Lado's already kind of quit the round. Taco wants to stick around and do a little bit of damage. He's going to take Benleet at the very least, but that was a creative way to construct that round. And I agree, it did look for a minute like Dumao was thinking about it. He's like, did someone walk through? What's happening here?
He sensed it was possible. He started checking out his nearby area, but Jonji was well past his field of view. That's a fun way to get around. It's interesting that both players decide to just go into the smoke simultaneously. I feel like that's just a very American thing. By American, I mean North and South American thing.
Yeah, hang out in there.
Yeah.
See if you can make it work. I mean, there's a lot to be said for it, right? It's just a lot of the time you actually just end up bumping into, if you're both in there, right? You bump into each other and it
Usually.
it's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that takes a lot away from GODSENT. They have to spend almost all of their money. They upgrade into a double AWP in this round. They're going to be looking to see if they can close out this game before Party Astronauts start to feel a little bit more confident. Hanging around the edge of the Molotov will get Lado burned a bit, at least. Pretty common setup for the defense right now.
Jonji's already taken control of Cave. This is a great position, and Lado, he doesn't even want to test it. Given that he only has 25 HP, he can't necessarily face that smoke for fear of being spammed. Oh, nice flash. And that's a great jiggle from DJ, gives him a lot of info. But it does still seem like Party Astronauts are intent on finishing towards this B site.
Taco now swapped in instead, it tagged into this fight. He's moving all the way into the corner, and do they realize Jonji? Great awareness, he does. Absolutely brilliantly played. He could have just as well assumed that no one was there and they'd fallen back already. Now he wants to see if he could double it up. They're going to find Henny as well. Creating so much space right now, Jonji. Trying to make the play to open up this whole thing and even pushing through. Oh, catching and reloading. It's all working out really well.
This has got to be a round victory for Party Astronauts. Dumao still pressing on forward. And, oh man, that actually forced Peter into Barton's scope. Smokes down on Cave. They're going for this retake here.
Questionable, I would say at best. They don't have smokes or anything, so they could try and go for some kind of crazy defuse. Nice flick on one of them. Barton trying again. He has to find him inside. Oh, and he no-scopes him. Comes back out, and he has time for the defuse. What a ridiculous clutch from Barton.
Oh, man, you got to feel so bad for Party Astronauts there, but that is an excellent round from Barton. This team has had multiple offers over its time. Barton, actually, not always the guy to pick it up. A lot of times it was more Dumao and even Lado sometimes, but man, Barton makes a case for himself there. That was excellent from him and Dumao.
Yeah, I'm so shocked that it worked out that way. This first one, you're right. Peter kind of forced out from the pressure on the other side. This looks impossible to win. This does not look winnable on any level. Smoke and everything. He's just walking right into him. 13-7. What a gut-wrenching turn of events here for Party Astronauts. That looked like they could have got up to 8-12 right then and there, and that would have broken the economy on the GODSENT side. Everything would have worked out for them.
It actually starts becoming a very competitive map too, if that round goes the way of Party Astronauts, especially given the fact that GODSENT were actually full sending it onto the bomb site, and if they lost everything, yeah, the money would have been in Party Astronauts' favor. But now Party Astronauts, they're back to square one. They're down a man. They're going for some late mid control here. Taco's already found one victim. Might make it two. Okay, this is all about timing for Taco now. If he finds this swing when they're not looking, it's free. But if he lets them peek into him with a flash, he's done for.
Yeah, he's kind of committed to it as well. Oh, now it's very awkward. How do you get out? Molotovs are following it up. He's trying to stay safe, and he's so dead. Oh, there was no good answer for that one. Lado is on his own at the B bomb side, though. Maybe they could swing this after all. Started to make some noise. Lado surely calling that in, saying, yeah, I need some backup. Henny's coming in from the other side. Some kind of a crossfire, but it's going to get broken up right away. Got to be careful you don't shoot your teammate here. And Lado's in the corner. Wait.
They spot him. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is very similar. Oh, man. Barton right through the smoke. 8 seconds left. DJ's got to punch in those digits. Oh, the spam tags him as well. He's down to 1 HP, just barely getting the bomb down. They do finish the kill off, and Barton, he's still here and waiting. Peter falls all down to Pwn alone in a 1-on-3. This was looking so good for Party Astronauts just seconds ago, and now it's up to the Opper of Party Astronauts. Finds the first, but the trade is right there. GODSENT, they're too clean with the retake. They have too much pressure on the bomb site, and they put themselves onto a 14th.
Oh, I can't believe it. These rounds look so winnable. They get into these bomb sites in a nice way. They actually have the man advantage, but every single time, just a couple of hiccups. Shot for the smoke. I mean, even the follow-up bomb plant almost going down. And then it turns out in favor of GODSENT. 14-7. Double up. And they are obviously going to buy whatever they can here on the T side.
Party Astronauts on their last legs.
Yeah.
And there is tons of gravity.
The burning up, re-entering the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good.
Yep. It's, Houston, we might have a problem. Just have to use that one. Just literally. I can't avoid it.
Now is the time for it. They might not have many rounds left, so go all in. Tumao getting that kill on alone. Oh, Spam working out a bit better on the CT side there, and actually way better now that Lado's joined the party. Penny, good shot to take down GJ, and they don't even really get onto the bomb side this time. They're just getting picked apart on the outskirts. Nice look at the edge. Jonji. He's been good a number of rounds for getting these openings. I mean, he's 20 kills right now. He's actually doing so much work, but they're not winning the rounds behind it, unfortunately.
No, those were some nice frags to find, but there's still a long road for this round. Taco has some excellent positioning. He'll also secure some information with this peek towards lane side. And Barton's already holding such an advanced angle. You're never going to expect that if you're Jonji. No. This late into the round, that's just unthinkable for an op to be posted there. That is so frustrating. And Bentley, he's trying to piece it together, but that op is all the way already posted at A main. This is, man, he might think he's even escaping from it. He might think it's in Donut by now.
Yeah.
That's not true at all.
So annoying, yeah. I mean, there's no way for him to really figure that out even. 15-7 in a 23rd round. No bomb plant, so they'll still obviously force whatever they can into the round, but it's not looking good right now.
No. This is not a great position to be in for Party Astronauts. Although, it does seem like GODSENT may be able to secure their first series in this group.
Yeah, and I think they're definitely gonna be excited about that. Getting a chance to see some different people flex a little bit in this series as well. Henny doing some good work. Taco obviously on the first map. Barton on this one really doing a lot. So they're taking turns. Nice opening from DJ.
Yeah, he just snuck in a cave. He did not care about what normal timings were or what the normal stance of the CT should be. He just got in there, and this is kind of a random round for Party Astronauts. They're sneaking all over the place, and this is kind of the round they needed. They needed to throw the playbook out the window to find some sort of success. Barton still is able to take down PTR, and suddenly it's a 4-on-2 in the favor of the Astronauts.
Turns out when you get 3 opening kills in a round, it's almost locked in. You've almost got it, 100%.
You still have to say almost. We've seen disaster strike.
It can happen. If you try real hard, you can throw those rounds away, but
doesn't look like this will be one of them.
No, good on them. The comeback, though, again, given the way that this map tends to tilt, it's very hard to believe in.
It's so unlikely.
Jonji's playing this all-in kind of. You can almost tell he's taking it upon himself every round now to just, I'm going to find an opening.
Yeah.
I just have to because we're going to lose if I don't, so
right.
Go for it.
It's looking like an impossible mission. Almost like landing on a distant asteroid headed for Earth and needing to blow up that asteroid to save humanity. Just an impossible mission. Never could happen.
Drilling holes in the asteroid. Ridiculous. Yeah. We need to return to some of those movies a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man, 15-8. they still have something to work with. They managed to save that AWP and the M4 on Dumau. MP9 picked up on Bonson, so... But yeah, economically, there is an opening for Party Astros. Bonson's going to be flashed in, and he's running them down. It's a slaughter outside of the B-bomb site. Dumau coming in from the other angle, and that takes away a lot of hope for Party Astronauts.
It's looking really grim here. No space for Party Astronauts. It does seem like they want to go for a late mid-take, though. And they will be afforded that space. This is not too bad of an opener for them. Unless Lado goes for a dry swing, it would normally be ill-advised, but with the confidence that GODSENT are showing, I can't put it past him. I simply can't.
Lado. Forward position. Can be flashed if you have a deep flash coming in from the T side of middle. But if they're just going to walk around the corner, I mean, I think even DJ maybe could throw the flashbang from his side right now, but slowly escaping his ladder while they were thinking about it. Under 50 seconds. It's a pretty good lean towards the B side of the map. So they should have a good chance of defending this one.
They're playing so safe, and they're actually so compact here towards B that the crossfires are going to be there. Lado's just holding utility. Unless he gets caught out with this smoke, which he won't, this is going to be a very strong setup for GODSENT.
Smoking that cave behind them, making sure no one's going to come through. They're all running up the ramp. Oh, this is very hard to break through. Molotov actually does land in the corner, but it's just too late. Bentley on his own, trying to fight it 1 versus 5. Fakes it out a single time, 10 seconds on their clock. They're inside of the smoke, trying to find him with a knife. It's going to be the AWP instead, and a 16-8 victory. Nicely done on GODSENT, taking down Party Astronauts in a 2-0 fashion.
Very convincing stuff from GODSENT there. It's exactly what this team needed. They've been having some struggles early on in the group. We saw a little bit more impact from Henny. That's been a guy that the